obviously it's sad that it's over, but at the same time, right, if it was like,
Straight up
you
partner.
know, if it was like causing you like, you know, so much like stress and all that, then, you know, like when it's finally over, right? Yeah, of course, like you're sad and all, but at the same time, like you're also feeling like kind of like relieved, right?
Yeah, there's just many. It's a, I guess like a perspective piece.
Podcast. When we get less racist, friends, that
Like,
you know, we get less racist friends who won't, you know, get like channel strikes every single week.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, we bro, I can like.
But yeah, I don't know. Like these are.
No, when Surreal's streaming, yeah, but I'm saying like you in general.
You're exposing him, my guy.
He knows himself.
If it's like causing this many issues, if it's like kind of like this hard, probably like a sign. It's a sign to like let go and, you know, not like keep hurting yourself like in hopes of like, you know, like kind of like gambling, right? Like, you know how people like always joke, it's like, oh, you know, like gamblers like quit before they win it big. Yeah, it's like 90% of gamblers quit before they win it big, right? But like, you know, like at some point you have to realize like how big of a loss you're kind of taking.
No, but in this case, that line doesn't work because you want to keep going for it. Doesn't matter the loss.
Yeah. At some point you do have to realize like how much you've kind of like lost. I used to like kind of like joke about this, like just like mess around with my friends or whatever. But like whenever they like took a game too seriously or whatever, like I remember once my friend was playing like TFT or League or something, and they were like just like going insane like over like one match or whatever, and I was like, you know, if you just like accepted defeat, if you just like gave up now, like it wouldn't like hurt as much later. Which is like, you know, it's like it's a dumb thing to say, right? I was literally just like trying to troll her. In some cases, it's like kind of true, right?
No, I mean, I have similar ones, I would say. Not the theme like that. Similar one.
Yeah. I think create a plan, expect the plan to fail, improvise.
You see, like, the thing with that was like, no one expects the plan to. If you make a plan, you expect it to fail. You make a plan to not fail. That's the thing.
It's like it's a weird balance. It's like you shouldn't set, you know, goals that are super high that, you know, and you shouldn't expect to achieve like super tough goals, but you also shouldn't like expect to like set goals that like kind of like
Yeah, but
you will
then again,
fail.
in some way, you would want some tough goals to like challenge yourself.
Yeah. You would want to challenge yourself, but you know, at the same time, it has to be like
If
realistic.
you don't challenge yourself, you won't be like motivated for that. I mean, you'll be like, okay.
And also another saying, if you keep trying shit over and over, like the same thing without changing anything, with the same results, that's like insanity. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes it's like tough when like, oh, I wake up, it's like 3 p.m. I wake up at 3 p.m. and then, you know, everyone's like gone, whatever, like work or school or like whatever. Yeah. But I'm glad that, you know, I also have like you guys like online. That's also, it's nice to be able to just like get on, just like fuck around, do whatever. Do you guys ever think about like when is like the last time you guys will like log on to Skyblock?
Yes and no, kinda.
I'm getting back into it now. Like I'm not gonna quit, but but I don't know. You kind of like gotta think about it, right? Like after like so many years or whatever, like eventually there's gonna come a time where, you know, it's gonna be like, I guess like kind of like the last time that you really play this game.
Oh yeah.
Like for good, I guess.
Oh.
Darks, remember like Ray?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Ray's gone, Duke is gone. Who else from our original group? I mean, he doesn't like play anymore, right? But what do you guys think? What would you guys like want to do? The last thing ever, like on this game, like before you quit. Like you're going to be your last time ever playing the game. Would you do like anything special? I guess. So like.
Are you saying that like if Skyblock like told you don't type shit or what?
No. It's like you're going to quit, right? And like, you know, what would you do? Like, I guess like what would you want to do as like the very final time? Like, you know, it could just be like as simple as like, oh, playing like dungeons or whatever the fuck.
Liquidating just being drugged.
Oh, like, oh, just spending everything on drags.
Spending everything on bags. The best shit ever in the game. It's expensive. What do you want to do? Yesterday? The last resort.
That's a good question. I guess I'd like, you know, go through, I guess, like, everything the game has to offer, or like everything I enjoyed, like, you know, one final time. I guess, I don't know, maybe like revisiting like stuff I remember like from like when I first started, you know, like whatever I remember from like the journey, you know, like when I first started and
Killing the lapis zombies.
what?
Killing the lapis zombies.
No, not that. I think like some of like the earliest stuff I remember is like Zella grinding because like my very first profile, like I just like Zealot grinder for like almost a month straight, and I like, you know, I had a goal. I was like, yeah, no, I had a goal. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get like this many eyes like every day or whatever. I think my goal was like 10 summoning eyes every day or something like that.
Damn.
And I don't know if it was like the whole month or whatever, but I remember like I got enough to get like a Necron set early on, or like a Wither set at least.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
get enough for like a carry or whatever, because you know back then you didn't have like the kata requirements, right? It's just like after you complete one floor you go to the next and all that.
True, true.
I actually do remember getting scammed for an F5 carry once. They did the F4 carry and like, oh, you know, do you guys want an F5 carry? And then we paid and they just fucking left. They fucking scammed us.
I remember getting SN scammed like 5 times. I was a fucking global guy, bro. It was like, I don't have Kalant, and I was like such a global guy. I'm like, you don't need, I don't trust anything to scam me. I didn't know that was a scam pet me. My essaying that Necron is fast as possible.
I think I definitely, you know, like the very final time, I definitely do like some dungeons, because that's like dungeons, I guess, like once I got the Wither chestplate and everything, like doing a lot of dungeons, I remember like meeting, you know, and like some people like I don't talk to anymore, like really, because you know, but you know, I met like some Skyblock friends like through, I guess, like playing dungeons, and you know, I remember like one of my like close, like I guess like friends I met. Well, not from this. It was like I met them before on a different server before coming over here. But one of my, you know, closest friends. Like I remember, like in what was it? What was it called? SBL, right? Like I was like so close. Like carrier apps are open and we're like, oh, you need like Kata 26, and I was like so close. And I remember like doing the final few runs on like F6 with them, and it was like, yeah, getting that role, and then you know that's really where I met everyone. Like Ray, you, Duke, Burb, Thickney, like the entire carrier team, right?
I never carried an SBL. I just joined the BL.
Yeah. But that's really where I met everyone from, you know, I guess like, you know, and it's like not the best thing to do, but you know, it's like, it's fun, right? Like I rushed dungeons, met some cool people before it got fucking nuked.
I met the Ray was funny though. Me and
Both
Ray,
of you like applied at the same time.
We applied, and this monkey got fucking admin the first week. But we're gonna admin.
I still remember, you know, the first time I met you, Darks, it was on Ray's Island, and you just like trade menued 700 mil.
Did I?
Yeah.
You remember Dimensions? He was like, yo, you should tier boot the monkey pet. The fucking dumbass did it, bro.
This is a good song to, what is it, to like reminisce over. Damn, like after SPL, right? You know, like going with like Ray and like remember night trading and that shit.
No, bro, like,
I don't know. I think like when I think back to COVID, even though it wasn't like super long ago, like at the same time, it's kind of crazy like how quick time passed. So like, you know, when I think about it, like I get nostalgia for that as well. Like you know, it's not like super long ago, but like I still feel nostalgic. I guess like because it's like just like how many memories, you know, I was able to make online. Like whether it was like Skyblock or like just with like, you know.
My fucking friends and I just during class, like online classes, right?
Yeah.
It's like we would be in online class, we're just listening to teacher just play Among Us in the back.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy that like Among Us popped off during that. It's like it's been so long.
Oh, if COVID didn't happen, I don't think Among Us.
Yeah, I don't think it would have popped off as hard, but there's something definitely special about, you know, COVID and all that. And I'm glad that like I got that like kind of like opportunity, because like, you know,
you're glad that you felt the pandemic, bro.
No. But like, I'm glad that I got the opportunity to like, like I guess like like spending like that much time online. Like obviously it's like not like like the best thing or whatever. But at the same time it gave us like
Yeah.
opportunities and like if that didn't happen, I don't know if any of us like would have actually like ever met.
No, maybe not. You know?
Yeah. I don't know if I literally don't know like the only reason I ever actually got Minecraft in the first place was like kind of like the pandemic like
With
before that.
Hypixel.
Not even that, like before that, like what is it? I only like played on like crack stuff or whatever, and that was like even like
Yeah, yeah,
only because of
exactly.
like the pandemic or whatever, right? Like my friends were
Okay,
like, oh,
well,
like let's like try Minecraft because like we all grew up like with this or whatever, right? Like I don't
mhm.
think if the pandemic happened, I don't know if I would actually like ever like play Minecraft this much or even like I don't know. I literally like it's hard to think about because like it's been so long ago, but I don't know
Well,
like what else I would have been up to really. Have you guys ever thought about like if you were to like actually like quit Skyblock and I guess just like kind of like finally leave, like what would be like the last thing that you would want to like I guess like say to everyone?
I don't know. There's nothing really to say, my gosh. It's not like an extravagant thing that we have, you know?
But I don't know. It's
But
like
but
even
to
though
be
like
honest,
not all of
like,
us like know each other like IRL or whatever, it's like
like,
we've still been through like
mm,
so much together. So I don't know. I
I don't
feel like
think,
when the time comes, it's
like, the game, I don't think you would quit. I would think you would take, like, a long-ass break type shit.
no, but
'Cause,
like
like,
I don't know. Like I feel like eventually at some point, right? Like
yeah,
maybe not everyone,
definitely,
but
but,
like
like,
do you really think you're really gonna be playing this game at like 50 or whatever, Darks? Like,
okay, definitely not, but, like, it'll slowly, like,
yeah,
fade away, but, like, as we go on, right, we're gonna finish the game at some point, right?
yeah,
There's an end to it, at least, not like a fucking
yeah,
never-ending, and when we reach that end, you'll slowly, like, go down,
yeah.
you know?
But
Just like how,
I don't know. It's still like it's kind of like still sad to think about.
never did dungeons, like, ever
In
before, like, on
quiz,
the old profile.
yeah,
The thing is,
yeah,
the highest kata I've been on the old profile other than this was like kata 36. Like
mm,
this profile, I've been the highest kata for.
mm,
It's crazy thing about it.
yeah.
I never did M7, never did M6 before. I only did a couple M5 in the past. I guess that's the goal right now. It's like,
Chimera.
oh my fuck.
You see the power of friendship. It gave us a chimera.
Where's mine though?
No, but yeah, I don't know. It's still like, I think like remember like your I guess like I don't remember which profile it was, but like there was one time where you like, like you were quitting and like you were kind of like giving everything away. Yeah, but like even that like even though like it was still like for me it was still like kind of sad, like what is it?
That's like, you still kept playing, right? You think?
Yeah, I
Or-
still kept playing, but at the same time, it was like I thought it was for me. It was like still like kind of sad, Like I even though I knew like you weren't like gone or whatever, like
Yeah.
you're still in like Discord, you're still talking, you're still like we were like
Yeah.
everyone's still friends, right? I just like like I think for me it's like I like I guess like goodbyes and like change and like kind of like all of that. It's like always like a hard thing for me.
Yeah.
Even like saying goodbye to like something that we've done for like so long. That's like kind of always like what
That's
is it
true.
like bittersweet.
For me, I don't really have like goodbyes as in like friend-wise goodbyes. Mainly,
Yeah,
if you say goodbye, it's like we slowly stop talking.
yeah,
Goodbye. I don't like say all right. Goodbye.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. But I guess like not those where it's like slowly stop talking, but it's like you kind of know it's like goodbye, goodbye.
It's like see you on the other side. Type shit.
Yeah. It's like the scene from Fast and Furious where they like drive off in different directions.
Yeah, something like that. Or like like
If you were in that situation, like like not just like for our like Skyblock group or whatever, but like if you're in that situation where like you have to say kind of like goodbye, see you on the other side, right, to like a really
mhm.
close friend, right? Like, what would you say to them?
I would say like enjoy life. Like I guess like if we need to, I'll still be there. Like whichever. Like I guess not like something you can say. It's like
Yeah,
more like
it's kind of like weird
actual.
to say. Do you think like it would be better to actually say something? Do you think goodbyes are easier if you actually like say something and like, you know, say goodbye, or do you think it's like you just kind of like let things like kind of like, you know, fade away and like just let them like drift away or whatever?
Drifting was easier. Definitely.
It's easy.
It's like
It's easier, but do you think it's like the right thing to do?
Okay, I'm logging into your account and
Alright, go on, goodbye.
What if he misses his bus and he has to like wait? I got a relic. Wait, I got a relic. I got a fucking relic.
Fuck you!
I got a relic.
Fucking god, this is the luckiest shitter ever.